What is up, guys? It's Flash back with some more charts and another video. It's Tuesday, January 14, about 5:15 p.m. Eastern. Today we're going to look at MicroStrategy on the small time frame. We're going to talk about the power law and if it is predictive. And then we're going to look at some price targets, which you see on the screen here, which seem a little bit astronomical, but we're going to look at some price targets for MicroStrategy, again, based on Marty Kendall's model from MicroStrategist and with the power law in mind. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're on the 1 hourly time frame here with MicroStrategy, right? And so I've showed you guys this before, but if we zoom in, maybe we'll go to the 30-minute for this zoom in session. But you see these little green compression lines. This is price that's correcting and compressing and loading the spring for the next move higher. We saw this all the way up on MicroStrategy's recent run in September, October, November. It kept doing this. And so here we are on, we'll go back out to the 4 hour time frame. We have a big, much bigger compression, right? Huge compression. I think the fractal's just getting bigger. I don't know, the operation itself of the buying and selling is getting bigger, right? And so I've pulled some fractals from previous price action, just for fun, just to see if this could be following it. It does appear it's kind of following this blue one so far, and that is, I believe it's this little hump right here. But I hope we stay in this channel and we continue going up and to the right. And so that kind of brings me to, we're back on MicroStrategist blog, right? Marty Kendall, this guy is a legend in the model that he put together for MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. But in one of these posts, he talks about the power law and of Bitcoin, right? And so, we'll reread this. Giovanni Santostasi and Stephen Perinaud, two PhD astrophysicists, talking about the Bitcoin power law. Mathematical concept that helps us understand trends in many orders of magnitude. The internet, viruses, many other things in nature following a power law growth curve. So all that to say is like this, he goes on to say what? Okay. With increasing R squared over the past 6 years, the strength of this power law relationship has only strengthened over time. Like, this is statistically getting stronger. I went into perplexity. I asked, what is R2 in statistics and what does R2 equals 0.96 imply? R squared is a statistical measure used in regression analysis to evaluate how well a model fits the data. Represents the proportion of variance in the dependent variable that can be explained by the independent variables in the model. Range from 0 to 1. So an R2, R squared of 0.96 implies that it's a really good fit. It has predictive power, reduced error, strong relationship, model accuracy. What we should be aware of or other things to consider, there could be some residual analysis. Always check residual plots to ensure there's no systematic bias in the model, overfitting and context, really. So, just having some fun here, learning a little bit about statistics, applying it to Bitcoin. And then we're going to go back to the MicroStrategist website and we're going to go to the ballistic model up here. Okay, so if the power law is predictive, Marty Kendall's model here should be panning out. We should be going up and to the right throughout 2025. And that is also based on the power law. So that's Bitcoin. And so what Marty's done here is he plots the MSTR price against the Bitcoin. Linear scale on the y-axis, BTC price on the x-axis, and so you can see there's a trend here. This is the linear. If we want to look at it in log form, these are all the data points that MicroStrategy has per Bitcoin price. Okay, so today, Bitcoin price of 96.5K. His model says MicroStrategy should be 377. It's actually at 342 today, so therefore we're undervalued a little bit according to this model. So okay, let's zoom out a little bit more, and let's see. Okay, let's look at just 150K. The price of Bitcoin 150K. That puts the estimated MSTR price at 1.3K. Okay, what about 200K? That puts the estimated MSTR price at 3.1K. Again, this is Marty's model. Okay, what about 250K? 6.7K MicroStrategy, and 300K, 12.7K MicroStrategy. So essentially what I did was I put those targets on this chart. We're gonna go out to the 12-hour now. And I spread them out throughout 2025, right? Because let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. We'll go to the 2-day, and we'll put that rainbow indicator on. The rainbow wave. And we're gonna zoom out, get some more data here. So this is implying that the Bitcoin power law represented in this indicator on TradingView it pretty much shows the power law with an R squared of 0.96. Like, this is very indicative of this going up and to the right? And so 150K would put us like right here, maybe in May 15th. 200K would put us, right here, in June or July. 250K would put us, we're kind of pushing it with 250K, but September, October area. Then 300K, that's outside this range, it's up here. Not saying it's not possible, but we would have to see a very extended move, which is possible, right? But I also think, this indicator should be respected. The power law should be respected. I think, 300 could be within reach. So that's great, right? That's the Bitcoin power law in action. So when we use Marty's model and we apply that to our chart here in TradingView, all I'm doing is kind of extending this channel up and to the right and using that model. Here's 1300 in April, here's 3100 in June, 6700 in August, and 13,000 in October. That's 150K, 200K, 250K, 300K Bitcoin prices. So I think if we zoom out and we kind of just maybe anticipate an R squared of 0.96 for the Bitcoin power law, we know that MicroStrategy moves is leveraged play to Bitcoin. I think these price targets are well within reach. Not financial advice, do your own research. But I don't know, the math makes sense to me. Even though I'm not a professional in statistics. But I want to thank Marty Kendall for his work, his model. I want to thank Giovanni and Steven and the power law work. I'm excited for what's to come. Drop me a like if you guys found this helpful. I will see you in the next one. Have a good night.